Okay, go ahead. Name and tell me what you got here as far as.
My name is Lisa Tobias. I'm the foster coordinator for the Montgomery County Animal Shelter. Today we are focused primarily on trying to get some dogs out that have been here for a really long time and really deserve a chance to get out of our shelter and into a loving home. There was a plea put out yesterday to try to get these guys out, and people have been working around the clock to try to do everything they can to make awareness that much more intense and to try to get some people in here to take these guys home. We do either adoption, fostering, or we send dogs to rescue. All of which will get them out and get them into some place where they need to be so they can be taken care of, get all the TLC they need. The way our adoption program works is that you come in, you find a dog that you love, fill out some paperwork, answer a few questions, come to the front desk, pay an adoption fee, and you get to take your guy home. Fostering is a little more fun because we get to constantly have new guys in our homes. We get to constantly meet new people, and I personally am a big fan of the puppies, but that's because that's what I have at home. But if you're interested in adopting, if you're interested in fostering, or if you're interested in partnering with a rescue group, by all means, please check us out. We're on the internet at mcaspets.org, or you can check out our Facebook page at the official site of Montgomery County Animal Shelter.
Also, tell me a little about these lost and found dogs, how someone can locate their dogs if they're lost, or and a lot of people looking for their missing dogs and such.
Gotcha. If you've lost your dog, the best possible resource we have out there is a website called petharbor.com. When you go in to do a search, you're going to put your zip code in and then make sure.
Okay, go ahead.
If you've lost your dog, your best possible resource would be to go to a website, petharbor.com, put in your zip code from where the dog was lost from, and then go ahead and put in information for the Montgomery County Animal Shelter or whatever other shelter might be closest to you. Make sure that you leave out all filter information. Don't put in color, breed, gender, any of that information, because we might get it wrong and we don't want you to miss an opportunity to find your dog. If you do find a dog that looks similar to yours, take that ID number, call the local shelter, and then tell them, hey, I think this might be my dog, and they'll let you know if they found it in your neighborhood.
Okay, Dr. Ross, tell me a little bit shelter, where we're at now, and how it's coming along, and what plans are.
Well, the plans are here moving forward in the future is teaming up with a nonprofit organization that is going in a positive direction, moving forward to help get animals out of the shelter. With adoptions, transportation, transport animals out of the shelter into a place where they're needed. Also to try to help minimize the intake. The biggest problem here at the shelter is not the animals that's in the shelter, it's the animals that's coming in the shelter. So if we could work together as a community and help produce positive results on the outside of the shelter, I think we'll be fine moving forward.
Spay and neuter, I mean, it's a big thing right now.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about how much it would help y'all if in masses the spay neuter took place.
Once the spay and neuter program takes place, it will definitely decrease on puppy season, kitten season. The months of May, June, even before then, April, that is a big month for breeding season. That's where we get a lot of litters in. So if we could try to catch the problem before it gets to these seasons, I think we'll be fine. So we will decrease on a large amount of the population once we help the community spay and neuter some of the animals.
What about the numbers? I mean, they've got to be going up. Population's going up, numbers got to be going up too.
Yes. Right now we are at capacity. We're full. We're over capacity. Roughly we should house no more than 500 animals. We're right at 600. But we're doing everything in our power to try to get some of these animals out with adoption specials and things that will take place to help the community come in and adopt that pet.
All right. Tell me, first of all, your name?
I'm Sherry.
Sherry, tell me about the transport program.
Okay. What we do is we go into the shelter, we pull out animals, we assess them for 2 to 2.5 days or something like that. Then they have to meet a lot of criteria. We laugh about the fact that they have to be better dogs than what we have at home. But we bring them, we take them to our homes and we do a 2-week foster. The dogs leave, or we pick the dogs on Wednesday and Thursday and have the fosters here. As you noticed inside, the fosters are here picking up their dogs. And then on Wednesday, 2 weeks from today, the dogs will leave for Massachusetts and New Hampshire. They have a better mentality up there towards spaying and neutering than we do down here. And so therefore, the dogs there don't have as many rescue dogs as they do down here. So when they get up there, The last time I sent a dog, it was adopted within 24 hours. The 3 that I sent before that were adopted within 2 hours. A lot of times the dogs don't even make the website on the particular shelter due to the fact that they are adopted before they ever make it on there.
How many dogs a week would you say go out of here, going to transport?
For us, we send up to 50 every 2 weeks on transport, but we also have 2 flight programs. We have a man that volunteers his plane and his time, and we pay the maintenance and the fuel on the plane. He'll take up to 54 at a time. We also have another agreement with a small corporation, and they use one of their corporate jets to send animals up, and it's usually in the 50s that they will send up. We have so many opportunities to send a lot of animals. For instance, we have one shelter that will take up to 40 puppies, or not up to, they'll take 40 puppies every 2 weeks if we can get them up there. But we need to have the funds, the fosters, and we could get them out of harm's way.
And what is the name of your organization?
We are Operation Pets Alive here in the Woodlands.
Okay.
And we've been trying to help the MCAS shelter for a number of years now. We're about 3.5 years old.
Tell me, mentality, you're talking about it up north. Tell me a little about how they handle their spay-neuter programs.
One of the things that they do is they require licenses for their dogs, and one of the things they do is if your dog is spay or neutered, it's about $12 or $15 or something like that to have the dog licensed. However, if the dog is not spay or neutered, then it's way considerably more to license that dog, and they do require that you license your dogs. So that's one way that they encourage spaying and neutering.
Financial incentive, basically, either pay the money for the license or pay the money every year for the
Yes.
license, or spay neuter one time.
Yep, exactly. We took a trip up to the Massachusetts and New Hampshire, and we examined all of the shelters that we send to. We're very pleased with them. We added a couple at the time. We have about 8 shelters that we go to now. We've also sent to Colorado, to Oregon, to New Jersey, but mostly to Massachusetts and New Hampshire. It's amazing to see the fact that these shelters, some of them will only have 9 kennels and they'll be empty. And so it's amazing to us to see it when we see that there's 600, 700, 800 animals in our shelter here.
Right.
And some will have 20 kennels and they'll have 1 or 2 dogs in it. So.
Okay.
A. He's black.
We're done? We're done. 5:10. JJ.
I'm so sorry.
So,
I thought he's gonna get a picture of JJ first.
come here, buddy. JJ.
No, I just got him in the ground.
JJ.